Hare Krishna. So we welcome all of you for Krishna book contest orientation classes once again. Here we are dedicating these whole endeavors to the founder Acharya of ISKCON. His name is His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Because of his hard endeavors, we are able to get this knowledge of Vedas so easily accessible to all of us in English language. So let us start with the prayers. Please repeat these prayers after me. Nama Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Kauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So last time we have majorly discussed on the first chapter of Krishna book, and in that we saw many different things, like what all things we had seen in a last session. First and foremost thing we saw the advent of Lord Krishna, why it happened actually. So in that we were seeing this atrocious demoniac king and whole world was perturbed, and that is why Mother Earth, she took a form of a cow and went to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma went to Kshirodaksha Vishnu. And then Kshirodaksha Vishnu told that don't worry, very soon I will appear on this earth to eradicate it from the atrocities of these demons. And then that was the response given to Lord Brahma from within the heart. That was the communication system that time. And then the camera was shifted to the another scene where Kamsa married his sister to Vasudeva. Kamsa's sister was Devaki and Devaki was married to Vasudeva. And when Kamsa was driving a chariot, there was a voice from a sky. In Sanskrit we call it as Akashvani. And as soon as Kamsa heard that, what the Akashvani said? O fool Kamsa, the son, the 8th child of your sister is going to kill you. You are a fool number 1. And when Kamsa heard that, he became very angry. And he took the hairs of Devaki in his hands. And he was about to chop off her head. But then Vasudeva stopped and the matter was resolved. Vasudeva told to Kamsa that don't worry, the 8th child is going to kill you, so I will give all my children to you. You do whatever you want with them. And Vasudeva was a man of a character. And even a demon like Kamsa could believe him. So then Kamsa said, okay, no problem. And Kamsa imprisoned them. So Devaki and Vasudeva were imprisoned. So last time we saw till here. Now let us go ahead in our discussion from here ahead. So Devaki and Vasudeva, they were in prison and they knew that their eighth child is going to be very powerful, and in fact he will be the supreme personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. So then they patiently waited in the prison, and year after year they gave birth to children. And year after year Vasudeva was handing over his children to Kamsa. When the first child was born, and when Vasudeva took that child to Kamsa, Kamsa said, "Oh, I don't have fear from this child, you take him back." So Vasudeva became very happy, but he knew that Kamsa is a demon and any time he may change his plan. So then, but his counselors, Kamsa's counselors were not so good. They told, "My dear Kamsa, any child can be the eighth child. So better you take care of this child now only." So then Kamsa comes to prison, snatches the child away from Devaki and stabs him on the stone. So one by one, Kamsa kills the 6 children of Devaki and Vasudeva. So it is very very painful for a mother to see her own children being smashed against a rock and killed in front of her. But Devaki and Vasudeva, they endured that pain. So what do we have to learn from this particular incident? So these Devaki's 6 children, they represent 6 bad qualities in our heart. Each one of us have some negativities, some bad things in our heart, and they are majorly categorized in the 6 characteristics or 6 types. They are called as 6 anarthas. Because what is going to happen is Krishna is going to appear in the womb of Devaki, isn't it? So Krishna is all pure and is Supreme Lord. So when Krishna is supposed to come, then that particular place should be pure, isn't it? So we are also praying to Lord Krishna to reside in our heart. We are also praying to Krishna to reside in our heart. So our heart also should be a pure place. And now our heart is filled with these 6 bad things. So before Krishna comes and resides in our heart, it should be purified. So this is what we learn from this particular incident. Devaki's 6 children were killed before Krishna appeared. So the Acharyas tell that these 6 children represent 6 bad things. They are as follows: Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada and Matsarya. What do you mean by all these things? Kama means lust. Lust means adamant desire to enjoy prohibited thing. That is lust. Adamant desire to enjoy the prohibited things. That is called as lust. So lust means adamant desire to enjoy prohibited thing. And then the next one is Krodha. Krodha means anger. Anger means if our desire is not fulfilled, we get angry. We start doing Tandav Nritya. And we generally see in the small children, when if they demand something and if parents don't fulfill, then they become very angry. And the next one is greed. Greed means, suppose if we desire something, I want this, I want this, I want this. That is lust. So if that is fulfilled, if our desires are fulfilled, then what we get? We become greedy. We want more and more and more. We are not satisfied with one thing. That means suppose somebody want to eat gems chocolate, isn't it? They look very beautiful, very tasty, very delicious. And if their desire is fulfilled, so will children be satisfied with 1 or 2 gems? No. They want more and more. That is called as greed. And then the next one is illusion. Illusion means accepting something false as real and real as false. Like you might have seen, when we go on the sunny day on a highway road, so in the distance we can see a water and we call it as mirage. But actually that is not a water, that is just a total internal reflection of sun rays from the hot layer of a air. Those are 8, 9, and 10 standard, they can understand this. So that is a phenomenon of optics, because of which we can see the mirage on the road or the water on the road, but actually it is not. So this is called as illusion. So in life also we think that life is all happy. People think that playing games, playing this PUBG and other things give me happiness. No, actually that is just an illusion. That means they think that something false as real. They accept something false as real. That is illusion. Playing games are not going to make us happy. But playing games are only going to kill our time. Take away our time which we can utilize to study nicely, to play sports. You can play the sports, but need not to play the video games. Hardly we get something from that. And then pride. In Sanskrit it is called as madha. That means pride. Pride means हम भी कुछ कम नहीं है. Those who are securing some good ranks or something, if they become proud, then what will happen? They will not put sufficient endeavors next time. They will become overconfident. And if somebody is proud, then people will not like such fellow. He will not have many friends if somebody is proud. So that is also a bad quality within our heart. And then envy. Envy means jealousy. Envy means, Arey, why such and such person is getting first rank? He should not get first rank. Now tomorrow what I will do? I will steal all his notebooks, all his books, so that he cannot study. That is called as envy. Envy means thinking bad about others or thinking to harm others. That is envy. But if you want to invite Lord in our heart, so we have to give up all these qualities. We have to give up adamant desire to enjoy prohibited things. That is called a lust. Then anger, krodha. Greed means want more and more and more. That is greed. Illusion means taking something false as a real and something real as a false. Then pride and envy. Envy means thinking to harm others. That also we have to give up. Then only we can invite Krishna in our heart. And then who is the seventh child? Seventh child is Balramji. So he is like a guru, spiritual master who gives us the spiritual knowledge. And then the seventh child was transferred to the womb of Rohini, who is another queen of Vasudeva, who was in care of Nanda Maharaj in Gokul Vrindavan. So now, eighth child, our dear Krishna is going to appear. And Krishna's appearance is very, very divine. He is not just like ordinary child. We can see from here in the picture only. When Krishna was in the womb of Devaki, she became very effulgent. Because whoever carries Krishna, he becomes very beautiful and effulgent. So if we also carry Krishna in our heart by chanting his holy names daily, then we also become very effulgent, very attractive. Not physically attractive, but attractive by the qualities. You can see the devotees of Lord Krishna are so wonderful. They have so nice qualities like selflessness, humility, tolerance. So all of us also should become devotees of Krishna and cultivate such qualities. So here Devaki was carrying Krishna in her womb, and different demigods were coming to pray to the Krishna in the womb of Mother Devaki. So this is what happens when Krishna comes. This also shows that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna is the supreme God because all other gods are coming to pray to him. Here in the picture you are able to see Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Narada Muni, Vasudev, Indra, Chandra, Vayu, Surya, Agni, all the demigods and even principal gods like Brahma and Shiva are coming and praying to the Krishna in the womb of Devaki. This also shows one more thing, that God is God from his birth. It is not that somebody can become God by doing some meditation or something. Nowadays we find many sadhus, those who claim that I am God. I went to Himalayas and did some 20-30 years tapasya and now I got sakshatkar and now I became God. No. God is God from his childhood. God does not become God by doing some tapasya or something. And what the demigods were praying. So first and foremost thing, that how Krishna went in the womb of Devaki. So Krishna was first appeared in the heart of Vasudeva, and from Vasudeva's heart he was transferred to the heart of Devaki, and from Devaki's heart he went into the womb. It appeared in the womb of Devaki. So in our heart also, how Krishna can appear in our heart? When Guru gives us that seed of bhakti, then Krishna can appear in our heart. And Krishna's activities and his appearance is very transcendental. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yoveti tatvata tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sa Arjuna. So Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita that those who understand that my birth and activities are divine, they will never take birth in this world again. So we are trying to do that. All of us, we are assembled here to understand the different activities and different glories of Lord Shri Krishna. If we can understand them and if we can learn them nicely, then we will go out of this world and we will never return back to this world which is filled with miseries, which is filled with problems. Then after demigods they pray to Lord Shri Krishna, they go back to their abodes. And now here Devaki and Vasudeva, they were in apprehension that now the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Krishna is going to appear. And now in third chapter of your book you can see that how Lord appeared in this world. It comes in the first paragraph of this third chapter. So whole room was illuminated. Actually, Devaki and Vasudeva, they were bound by the shackles. Devaki and Vasudeva, they were bound by the shackles, by the chains, and they were put in the imprisonment by Kamsa. So here, Krishna appeared on the 8th day of Shravan Mas, and that is called as Shri Krishna Janma Ashtami. That is the day when Lord Shri Krishna appeared in this world. Now, you may have noticed that when we say about Krishna's birth, instead of birth, we use the word appear. Prakat, appear. And for us, we use birth. So why it is called appearance of the Lord? Because Lord never dies. And neither we also die as a soul. So when the Surya or the sun rises from the east side, do we say that sun got birth just now? No. We say sun is rising or sun is appearing. Similarly, Krishna never takes birth, never he dies. He only appears and disappears. That is a example of sun. As sun rises and sets, similarly Krishna also appears and disappears. It is not that that time Krishna was born. No, Krishna was already there. He just appeared there. And there is a big difference between our birth and Krishna's birth. Some of you might have seen the newborn babies. They look quite ugly. So much nasty things will be there on their body, and because they are coming out of the womb of a mother, some fluid will be there around their body and everything. And the first thing the baby will do is he will cry. He or she will cry, and if he does not cry, then doctors will hold him and slap and make him cry, because unless and until he cries he cannot breathe. But that is not the case with Krishna. So Krishna does not appear in this world out of force. Krishna does not appear in this world out of force. He appears in this world by his free will, by his sweet will. But we, on the contrary, we are forced to take body. So just take an example. If we can choose which body we should have, which family I should be born, which kind of home I should have, then everybody will choose the family of Bill Gates or Ambani or like that, isn't it? Everybody will choose the face cut like Hrithik Roshan or Aishwarya Rai, and everybody will choose to have BMW, Mercedes, and a bungalow on the seashore or a river bank where they will have nice breeze and everything. But we don't have a choice. So this also proves that we are forced to accept a particular body according to our past deeds. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is not forced to accept a body according to his karma or like that. No, it is not like that. Krishna appears according to his sweet will. Then, as we already discussed, that the ordinary child when he is born is not so beautiful. There will be so much nasty substances all over his body, and he'll be crying, and he'll be having no clothes on his body. But on the contrary, Krishna is so beautiful, extremely beautiful. Since his birth, it is not that he did some plastic surgery and kept some cosmetics or something and then he became beautiful. No, no. Krishna is extremely beautiful since his childhood, and is attracting not only human beings but all the species. We can see in the Little Krishna and other movies about Krishna that there will be different peacocks, deers, and monkeys, and all such animals will also be attracted towards Krishna. And when Krishna is born, he is fully decorated and adorned with different jewels, yellow dhoti, etc. So that is what is Krishna. That is the difference between the appearance of Krishna and any other ordinary child. And as I told earlier, that in the third chapter, first and second stanza it came, that when Krishna was appearing, all the directions and all the luminaries, they set themselves in such a way that it becomes auspicious. Those who have little bit knowledge of Jyotish Shastra, they can understand that what is auspicious and what is inauspicious signs. And lakes were beautifully decorated with lotuses. All the forests were full with beautiful birds and peacocks. All the birds within the forest began to sing with sweet voices, and peacocks began to dance along with their concerts. The wind blew very pleasantly and carrying the aroma of different flowers. And even Brahmanas, who were accustomed to offering sacrifices in a fire, found their homes very pleasant for offering. Earlier, because Kamsa was doing many atrocities, so the Brahmanas were unable to perform their daily duties and they were not able to offer the oblations in the fire. But now, because Krishna was taking birth, because Krishna was appearing, so everything became auspicious. Even Brahmanas were able to lead the fire and do the yagyas. And the denizens in the heavens, like Gandharva, Charanas, all of them were dancing in jubilation. They are the best of the singers and best of the instrument players. They were singing and dancing in the jubilation along with their concerts. And they were showering flowers on the baby Krishna. And actually, as you saw in the previous photograph, when Krishna was born, he was born with the four hands, carrying Shankachakra, Gada, Padma, all these four symbols. And when Devaki and Vasudeva took the darshan of Shri Krishna, they came in very awe and reverence. They became very respectful. And then Vasudeva prayed to Shri Krishna, "Oh dear Shri Krishna, we know that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But can you please accept a form of a baby?" And then he accepted the baby form also. And that time also he was having four hands. Then Vasudeva again prayed, "So can you accept the form of a baby which is having two hands?" And then Krishna accepted two hand forms. And then Vasudeva and Devaki started crying because they are in a parental love. They take care of Krishna as their child. So Devaki started telling Krishna, "Krishna, please hide yourself as soon as possible, because as soon as Kamsa comes to know about your appearance, he'll come here and he'll try to harm you. We know that you are the Supreme Person and nothing will happen to you, but still our heart pains thinking about this thought. So please do something." And then Krishna tells to Vasudeva that, "Oh my dear Vasudeva, please carry me to Nanda Gokula. Please carry me to Gokul Vrindavan, where one of your friend Nanda Maharaj stays. And there the Yashoda, who is a wife of Nanda, she has given birth to a baby daughter. So you exchange me with that daughter and you bring her back here." And then Vasudeva, he was shackled. He was put into chains by Kamsa. But he had desire to follow what Krishna is telling. So as soon as that desire came, all the shackles broke and all the doors to the prisons they opened, and all these prisoners they fell asleep. And then Vasudeva, he swiftly went out, he crossed Yamuna river. You are able to see in a photograph that Ananta Shesha, who is the eternal maid of Lord Vishnu, he also wanted to serve Krishna and he came and covered over Krishna and Vasudeva because it was raining that time. And then Vasudeva went to Gokul Vrindavan. He exchanged Krishna with the baby daughter of Yashoda and came back. And as soon as the daughter reached, she started crying. And then immediately the guards, they informed Kamsa about the birth of a daughter, of a baby. And Kamsa hurriedly came there. And Devaki was praying, "Oh my dear brother, she is a daughter, she cannot kill you. I'll marry her with your son, don't worry." But Kamsa did not listen. He just took hold of that daughter and was about to dash her against a stone. And guess what happened? That baby child, that baby daughter, slipped out of the hand of Kamsa and she took a form of Durga Devi, goddess Durga. She is a worshipable deity of Kamsa. And when she appeared there, she told to Kamsa, "Kamsa, you are fool number one." So first Akashvani happened. That time also that Akashvani told that Kamsa, you are a fool. And here Durga Mata is also telling Kamsa, you are a fool number one. The one who is going to kill you is already born somewhere else. Just wait and watch what will happen. And then Kamsa thought, Arey, how come it happened? Akashvani said that that child will be born from the womb of my mother, my sister Devaki. But this is something different only. So then Durga Devi, saying this, she disappeared from there. And Kamsa came to senses. And then he released Devaki and Vasudeva. He asked forgiveness from Devaki and Vasudeva that please forgive me. I gave you a lot of trouble by killing your six children. And your eighth child was a daughter, Durga Devi. But she also went away. So please forgive me. So now you may think that Kamsa came to senses and he became a good person. But no. That is the nature of demoniac people. They are very flickering in their nature. Sometimes they will behave very nicely and sometimes they will show their real colors. So what colors Kamsa shows? Let us see in the next chapter, which we will have on next Sunday 12 o'clock. Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So we sincerely and earnestly request all of you to take benefit of this mantra meditation. You are able to see this particular mantra in front of you. So every day you can take out a time around 10 minutes to chant this particular mantra, by which we'll come in contact with Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. As you know that if we want to be pure, then we have to be with the Supreme Pure. Then only we can remain pure. So you can take a snapshot of a screen and keep this mantra with you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. So if you have any questions or any queries, we have shared a Google form link with all of you on WhatsApp. So you can go there and ask your questions. Either any question related to you did not receive any book, or where are the question banks. So question banks are available on our website. Our website is tinyurl.com/KBC ISKCON HYD. So you can see the website scrolling down in this video, and it was shared on WhatsApp also. So you can go to this particular website and check out the different pages. So their question banks are also there. When are the quizzes? When is the exam time? All such frequently asked questions are answered there. And if you have any doubt related to these sessions or any other sessions, you can please go to that Google form, click on that and ask your question. So this form link will be available on website also. So go to website, there will be a link of a form to ask a question and ask your questions there. We'll answer your questions. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki Jai.